And look, I told y'all in multiple videos since December that the ancestors will not let these officers live in peace. And see, a lot of people don't understand, when you unalive somebody, you mess up the universe. You took a soul. Those officers took a soul. Their life will never be the same. And me personally, I always say this. If I can't sleep because you unalive my kid, you can't sleep either. You can't live in peace either. Because look what they did to this man's father. Check this out.
In the beginning, when I looked at it, all I saw was my son. And sometime today, when I close my eyes, what I see is my son in a body bag. And then there are times when I see my son in a closed coffin because of the way that they beat him. But over the last few weeks, I've started to see in the last few weeks, it's become a different kind of fight for me.
A fight to make meaningful, lasting change.
Not just in prison, but in our community, in our daily lives. Let's be a village. Let's work with one another. Let's embrace one another, encourage one another, build each other up, build something up instead of tearing something down.
For the last decade, Robert Ricks has run a nonprofit in the city of Rochester that serves at-risk kids and teens. He hopes to impact them before they become involved with the criminal justice system. But that's not always the reality.
And so what I want to do is help to put in place something that is going to assure the fact that they can go there, they can be better when they come home, and they come home and not in a body bag like my son did. So that's my fight. That's my charge.
As for the justice he's looking for his son,
the ones who were actively participating in beating my son to death, that they should get the same amount of time that I would get if you caught me on tape beating somebody to death.
And see, me, I say it raw. On this channel, we hold racist Caucasian people accountable. Because the world has no problem holding black men accountable. They have no problem holding black women accountable when we break the law. So I need them to keep that same energy. That man said when he closed his eyes, he sees his son in the casket. Man, let's get to this article before I get pissed off. The article is by Syracuse.com. It was published February the 17th, 2025 at 1:33 p.m. Arraignments of state prison employees and the death of Robert Brooks postponed to Thursday, that's tomorrow. The arraignments of at least 9 prison employees to be charged in the death of inmate Robert Brooks have been postponed to Thursday afternoon. The Onondaga County District Attorney's Office announced Monday that there will be a noteworthy development into the investigation of the death of Brooks, according to a news release from the DA's office. The development in the case to be announced Thursday at 2 p.m. before Oneida County Court Judge Barrier in his courtroom in Utica, New York. Also, now we postponing court dates to gather up more lies. But if I was to unalive someone, do you think they would postpone my court date to give me more time to get my lies together, to get me more time to get my information together? No. Ain't no postponing anything. I'm going to jail if I commit a crime. So we need y'all to keep that same energy. And you telling me out of 18 employees, the ones that did it, the ones that beat him, the ones that watched, and the ones that helped, out of 18 employees, you telling me only 9 being charged? And they said tomorrow at 2 p.m. So I need y'all to mark y'all calendars, mark y'all reminders, and be ready to watch this. You probably can watch it on YouTube. I'll try to find it and put the link in the description. But I need y'all to stay on this case the same way I am, because something seems fishy. District Attorney William Fitzpatrick, who was assigned to prosecute the case, declined to comment further. And Mr. DA, we're going to see if you have something to say tomorrow, since you declined to even speak about this. And see, you gotta watch these people with all this stuff going on in the world. They like to hide this information in articles because they think we're not going to read it. They think Mr. Robert Brooks had nobody that cared about him. But nah, that's a lie because we care. We probably never met him. We probably ain't know him, but we care. So that's why I'm never going to stop bringing these officers up. I'm never going to stop exposing their faces. And this is the reason I will never stop exposing these officers. On December 9th, 2024, multiple correction officers repeatedly punched and kicked Brooks in the groin, abdomen, and face in the infirmary at Marcy Correctional Facility in Oneida County. He died hours later at a Utica hospital. Brooks' death was ruled a homicide by the Onondaga County Medical Examiner's Office. According to a family lawyer, Elizabeth Mazur, his cause of death was compression of the neck, multiple blunt impact injuries. And look, I'm going to keep it all the way 100. Y'all lucky nobody, you officers are lucky nobody in that family crashed out. Because that man had a broken nose, a broken neck, and his genitals were bleeding. And I'm going to be honest to you 18 employees that did this to Mr. Robert Brooks. Y'all deserve the death penalty. Live on TV, screaming on Netflix, screaming on Tubi. Y'all deserve that. And see, I'm going to keep it real. We have to stop fearing these cowards because they hide behind masks. They hide behind their badge. And I really can't wait to the day when prisoners stand together and they fight against these cowards. Because they love to abuse their authority. They love to think they big and bad with that badge on. But you take that badge away from them, you take that gun away from them, they ain't doing nothing. They hiding in the house. And I can't wait to get their mug shots tomorrow. I can't wait till they have them on TV looking all sad. Because y'all decided to beat that man for 30 minutes straight. You beat him for 30 minutes. You deserve the death penalty. You don't deserve to sit in no prison. That's too good for you. You've been at home with your family. Y'all got to go home to your family since December the 10th. Like nothing ever happened. You celebrated Christmas. You celebrated New Year's. You celebrated all these holidays, Valentine's Day. And this man is dead. His family will never see him again. Several of the correctional officers are defendants in lawsuits alleging other cases of abuse against inmates, including one contending the Marcy prison has a beat-up squad. Fitzpatrick was appointed as a special prosecutor in the case after State Attorney General office recused itself. The office was representing some of the accused guards in other cases. Those same officers that unalive Mr. Robert Brooks, they are going through other cases because they was terrorizing the whole prison. And Attorney General Letitia James, she had to remove herself because her lawyers, the lawyers that are under her, that work for her, are representing the same cops that unalive Mr. Brooks. Make that make sense. And all of this could have been avoided if she would have been fired them. They've been beating on prisoners. And how ironic, the Attorney General is a black person. And I always tell you about these black people in political positions. They are nothing but puppets. That's it. The only time they can flex, the only time they can show their power is against their own people. That's it. When they want to come arrest us, that's when they flex and they show their power. They get up on that podium and they just act like they got control. They have no control. They are controlled by the racist Caucasians. The racist Caucasians own their soul. Letitia James don't even own her soul. Look at her eyes. She's soulless. She don't care about her people. So my word of advice is never trust these politicians. They are here to steal, collect bribes, and gain wealth while they are in office. That's it. That's their job. They don't care about anything else. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. To those 9 officers tomorrow that's being charged, don't worry, you might beat those charges, but you can't hide from the ancestors. You have to pay your debt. All of you, all 18 of you. So welcome to hell. I'm out.